Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, in the last episode that I did, I talked about people being concerned about starting small and what their friends and family would think. And, you got to kind of get by that. But here's another one of the real problems that people have. What most people don't realize is how lazy they truly are. And what I mean by that is this. Most people have a comfortable job. Even if you do something that's physical labor, you know that you're going to work 8, maybe 10 hours a day, depending what your schedule is. And then you're going to be done, and the rest of the time is yours. So you can do whatever you want, whether it be lay on the couch and watch TV or, go do something with your kids or whatever the situation is. And at the end of the week on Friday, you get a check. Now we're talking about building your own business. There's nobody there to supervise you, so to speak. The job that you work on, most of the time, you have to answer to a boss. Well, in this world of online business, the customer is your boss. And the way you get known to the customer is by getting the word out, creating a good product and selling it online. The problem is it takes extra effort to do that. You almost got to be self-motivated. And what you start to find out when it comes down to you building an online business and doing something outside of your job is maybe you're not as self-motivated as you thought. And I'll be honest with you, in the beginning, that was something that I really struggled with. Do I really feel like doing this? I've worked 7 to 3, 8 hours a day. Do I want to put another hour or a couple hours into building me a business when there's not a paycheck there on Friday? Is it going to be worth it? Well, I'll tell you this, I'm really glad I did, because there may not be a paycheck there on Friday, but when the paychecks show up, they're bigger paychecks. And I was able to walk out of a job at 43 years old. A little secret I'll let you in on. I used to run all my stuff with the password 38 Money Man. And the reason was I was into real estate, and I started that when I was 38, and I always wanted to be a money man in that game. Well, it took me from 38 to 43 to be able to do enough real estate deals to walk out of a job. Did I have to keep pushing myself and be motivating myself, so to speak? You got to know what starts you, because there is no boss there to say, hey, I need this or I need that. This is you. It's your name on the website. It's your name on the front of the building, so to speak. Is your virtual store or virtual website making you the kind of income you want to make? Does it scare you that it all comes down to you? The biggest problem most people have with building an online business is if they procrastinate till tomorrow, nothing happens short term. But when 30 days go by, you don't know how much money you've truly lost. What if you'd have made 4 or 5 sales in that 30 days? And here's what it comes down to. Building an online business, you need some momentum. In other words, you're going to be out all the time basically running ads. You're always going to have stuff going on the different social media platforms to promote your business. If that momentum stops, you've pretty much got to start all over again. So you can't afford to be lazy. Now, I will tell you this, honestly, that's one of the reasons that I built a big team. because throughout this whole team, and any team, I don't care whose team it is, everybody's lazy at some point. There are Fridays that you're just looking to make it through to the weekend, no matter who you are. Let's be honest with each other about that. But you know what? None of us are lazy all at the same day. It just doesn't work that way. That's one of the benefits of having a team, because when one person is down, the rest of the team can pull that person up. And everything moves forward a whole lot faster. So now that we're past the point of, okay, we're scared of what friends and family are going to think, the committee of they, maybe in the back of your mind, being honest with yourself, you're scared whether you can do it or not. I don't have that kind of self-motivation. Well, here's what I'll say to you. Go as far as you can go. And when you get to that point, you'll be able to see further. I never thought I would be where I'm at business-wise. I didn't see that in the beginning. But what I did see is I can do one real estate deal. I can create one course. I can build one online business, so to speak. And that's what I did. And then when we got to that point, you're always looking at the next stream of income. It gets to the point where you start training your brain to the point, how am I going to make money next? How is that going to work for me? And you may be a little lazy in the beginning, and you're going to drop the ball a few times. Be okay with that. Forgive yourself. Every day is a brand new day. But make sure that if you screw up one day, don't let it flow into the next. Decide, this is my day right here, right now. I'm going to start this $1 million roadmap, and I'm going to follow it until the end. That's everything I have for today's episode of The Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.